Hey guys, my name is Nexus, and this is Treachery, made October 2nd, 2000 by Sperry, the one and only. It's a pretty short mission and there's a couple weird things with it, but it's really short, so with that in mind, moving right along. Okay guys, here's normal, hard, and expert. Okay, so this is kind of a buggy mission. It's real short, so hopefully we'll be able to do this without too many problems. Either way, you have a lot of areas where you're going to have to deal with guards who are not going to be very happy with you. It's probably the best way to put it. Alright. Good. Glad I can ignore him. Sometimes these guys will attack you and sometimes they won't. Basically, the instant you cross through there, they are going to be mad at you every time, regardless of anything else, but sometimes they'll attack you from over here. So unfortunately, I don't have any water arrows. There's basically two ways to do this. Just gonna close these doors more. Okay, let's see if I can get this right this time. Yep, that's not really what I intended, but perhaps I can work with this. This is gonna be a problem. Yep. Alright, off to a great start already. Okay, hang on. There we go. Good. Now I can stop, doing that then. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of very highly lit areas. If you grab the water arrows, you can lure these two guys one by one, but then you're down by two and you don't really need to use the other two because, quite frankly, this area you can't put anything out anyway, it's just these. So, yeah, there's a lot of random things in here. You have this, the lounge key. There's two of them. One of which I got off the guard. There's actually nothing in here that I am aware of. So the other thing we need to do, we need to make sure we pull all these. And I say that because it seems like they do something, or one of them does something, but I don't know which one. I actually lost the footage for this, unfortunately, so I'm a little bit annoyed. My fraps crashed for some unknown reason. Hang on. Lounge key. I gotta think of where I'm going again. That's the office, by the way. We can care about that later. Alright, so we got the backstage key. Doesn't really matter too much, but it's just kind of one of those things. Go pick up this key. Now go to this room. Now go pick up this key. Everybody loves those, don't they? Alright. So this Joker's got the auditorium key that we need, and we can go
This isn't right.
get more stuff. I'm glad that he notices that, but it's very ineffective, and I hadn't noticed that before. That's kind of interesting. Is that a normal bug? Because I don't think I've seen that very often. Huh. Alright. Well, anyway, we're just here to snag the loot and do some stuff. This actually has no reviews on the circle ratings. There's no rating for it. There's only 2 user votes, which gave it a 6 out of 10. I find that more than generous, to say the least. So the other thing you may have noticed just now is somewhere, somehow, I've picked up this office key. I think it's actually supposed to be in the box over there, but I don't actually know. I'm gonna hold on to this, because some weird stuff can happen here. Just wanted to do that for fun. Alright. So we got a speech book, we can hear some cool music happening. I think that's because I pulled that, but I can't be sure of that. Anyway, the speech book was one of our objectives. Now we need to go here, and you see 2 what looks like alarm buttons. They're not. Push one. Push the other. Yeah, makes that go off. Yeah, there's sandbags here, etc., etc. Haha. Now, these are really hard for me to actually be able to grab easily. I think this was probably one of the worst decisions of loot placement I've seen in a while. Just kind of one of those things that's more annoying than actually challenging or interesting. Alright. So far, I haven't managed to grab every single one without having to actually just hoist myself up there. Because unfortunately you have no rope arrows, and yeah, okay, I got tired of this already. Let's go grab everything, make sure. Alright, there we go. Cool. I just used my unstuck key just to get up there for fun. Oh look, hey, pushing those buttons over there did some interesting things. Alright, so I'm gonna take this, We got a regular key, and we got a basement key. Now, the basement can actually be picked open. None of these other doors can, so it's kind of funny. But I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to come back over here just to show you something interesting. Alright. I'm going to drop that basement key there real quick. Oh, where did it go? Oh, what's that? My objective for that isn't checked off anymore. How can this be? Basically, every time you press the button, everything's going to come back here. So, be careful about that, I guess. It's not too big of a deal. You'd notice eventually. I just think that's kind of funny that it will keep happening if you keep pressing the button. You're supposed to make it basically do it only once. He's got a basement key, by the way, which is kind of silly to say the least, but anyway, I haven't found any other loot, really. It seems like there's a lot that's missing. I need to go find a second chandelier, though. One of these other chandeliers has... yeah, there they are. More diamonds in the chandelier. I don't really know why it's just in these two chandeliers. Maybe there's one that I can't see. Alright, got that. Got that. Should be all of them. Yep. So now we're actually really done. With that in mind, there is actually a tiny piece of marble here just to mess with you. It's usually what makes this guy angry enough to come get you. Anyway, now we're out. Okay, so 7 minutes, got everything but 300 loot. I'm not going to go hunting for it, to be quite honest. This is just a short little thing. It's real simple. But yeah, there's nothing really wrong with it. It's just kind of, it looks more like a test mission than an actual thing. So, anyway, I mean, it's got loot, it's got guards, so with that in mind, that was Treachery, and I will see you guys next time.